Hello. Happy Mindset Monday. Hope we are all doing amazing. Hello. Thank you guys for joining me again. I'm glad it's it's been a week. Well, I guess it's been 2 weeks because I wasn't here last week. So I hope everyone's doing great. Who we got here? Let's see. Omar, Sana, Antoine, Abaja, Sybil, Rosie, me, Melissa, Dina, hello, Rachel, Kristen, Alice, Black Lit Chick, Tommy, you changed your name. Duddy, Natalie, Tion, Emily, Leanne, Keisha, hello. Oh, I'm like right into the mic. Sana asked how I'm doing. Hope I'm feeling better. Thank you, Sana. I'll be honest, it's been quite the emotional journey. So I'm here. I'll say that. I can say that. And I'm still working to do what I got to do. I'm meditating every day. I'm going to therapy, doing my shit that brings me joy. So I just got to keep working through dealing with the emotions and stuff and all the, dealing with the stuff, everything that's been happening in my personal life. So I'm okay. So if I do seem low energy, just understand I've gone through, I've had a lot of death lately, and hopefully just experienced the caboose of this train. And I guess a lot of people don't know what a caboose is, the last car of the train. So I feel like I have just experienced the caboose of this long train that I've been on for a while. So I'm going to be doing my own healing and emotional work. And hi, Brad. And just, dealing. Because I don't know that's all I can do. Rachel, thank you. Very sweet. I missed you all last Monday as well. Shantae, you stay high. I met Shantae this week. It's always nice when I get to meet people from the community. Little Golden Heart, thank you. I appreciate you. Tiffy, hello. Ashley, hello. Dina, stop. You're so sweet. Thank you. Aki Noinada, hello. Lady World, hello. Aki, you're going to make me speak Spanish. Oh, that's funny. Kristen says, I've been working on mainly self-concept only, and I just want to tell you my relationship with my mom is the best it's ever been. That's so awesome. We love to hear that. That's great. Definitely want to nurture those relationships while you still have them. Oh, Mally's here? I just saw someone oh, hey, Mally. Hi. I was like, I didn't see him there, but I saw someone tag him. Lady World says, please can we talk about being, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that word and keep my monetization. So I'm going to say, talk about unaliving ourselves and spirituality someday. Trigger warning, too late, whatever. Fuck, sorry, y'all. Obviously I'm really good at handling these things. When I just read comments, right? Like it's sometimes people are like, why don't you filter? I'm like, my brain just I see it, it comes out kind of thing sometimes. So, even though I did preface it doesn't matter. We definitely I mean, if we want to talk about it, we can talk about it. All I can say is that I know what it feels like. I've been there too. When I go there, I just try to remind myself of why I would want to stay. Okay. I don't like, to be real honest with you. I don't know all the fucking answers to everything. Like, I'm not a therapist, and I do go to therapy, and I still have a lot of stuff that I'm dealing with on my own right now. So I don't, all I can say is the best advice is probably to just make sure you keep doing your meditation and things like that, and your shit that brings me joy, and your healthy purging of emotions, and obviously talking to people who are experts in that field, and keep your connections that you do have with the people that do remind you why you like being here, and lean on those. Cause yeah, I'm not going to sit here and say that I don't go through that shit, cause I do. I just, I do what I know to do to keep going, which is meditate, try to go out, get outside, do something, like I said, that actually makes me want to stay, the stuff that I like doing here on earth, and reminding myself of those things, and then talking to the people that I am connected with. Right. So Emmy says, when I feel that way, I recognize that it's just my spirit feeling uncomfortable in my weird human experience. Exactly. Yeah. But there's a purpose for being here, and that I need it and want to fulfill. Thank you, Emmy, for sharing that. If anybody else has any insight or suggestions, or just wants to share any love on, or, whatever feelings on this, please feel free. Tiffany, hi. Despicable, Ariana, SG, Amy, AS. Hello, Ariana. I think, did I already say that? I said it twice. Not Rosie. Hi. Emma, hello. Tian, I appreciate you. I hope it's the caboose too. It's been a quite some time, but that's what life is. And we just keep going. You know what I mean? So, Carrie, hello. Sonia, hi. Little Golden Heart says familiar with dimensions. What do you mean by that? Okay, it's not showing me the names of the Facebook people, unfortunately, right now. I see that you're in Facebook, and I see you saying hi, but I can't see your name. It just says Facebook user. So hello, Facebook user. I think there's a way to sign in with, I don't know exactly how it works. With Restream, you're able to put your name on there. Oh, it's Sana's birthday. Yay. Happy birthday, Sana. Okay, I'm glad we're all together. I'm glad you're here. How old are you? Leanne says, when I feel like that, I remember why I decided to be in this human body. Ice cream, hugs, kisses, vegan tacos, and puppies. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, wait, hold on. Shh. No, I don't want to hear myself. Sorry, I just realized my iPad wasn't showing the chat. And so I turned it on, and I had to hear myself. Okay, there we go. So, Sana says, I wouldn't want to spend it with anyone else. 25 years young. Yes, you are so young. And thanks for being here with us. We appreciate it. And we're glad to be, it's almost like you're a little party for you. Okay, Tommy says, just finished my last one-to-one session with my acting coach. I've now enrolled in a 12-week group course with him. I'm really starting to feel the part and step into the story. It's unfolding perfectly. Yay, Tommy. I'm so excited for you. That's awesome. You're doing so well. That's so cool. That is so cool. Okay. Somebody was asking about dimensions, and I wanted some clarification, but I don't know. Did I see? Yeah, I don't know what you meant by dimensions. Tommy says, I appreciate the initial nudge through the door. I mean, okay, you're welcome. I'll take credit for a little tiny bit of work that I did on that. Sana says, my virtual family and bam. Family and bam. Yes. John Kelly, I appreciate you. Brendan says, for Tommy, yes. And you got an Oscar or Tony by 2024. Yes. Eczema says, Roxy, I'm starting to see movement. My mom apologized to my lawyer and is healthy. Wow. That's awesome. Congratulations. Someone asking, by the way, yeah. So if you ask the same question over and over in the chat, I know you trying to get me to see it, but sometimes it bothers the people in the chat, so the mods will delete it. I did happen to see it before it was released. Can you affirm your body to change physically? Yeah, you can. And you're asking, can you change without going to the gym with affirmations? It's like, I don't know, can you? It's what you believe and what you allow your body to do under the watchful eye of your mind. And if you think that it's possible and you can affirm your way there, then fucking do it. Mesh, hello. Okay. Fly girl vibe says, Roxy, you were in my dream riding a horse and eating a taco. What the fuck? Okay. The weird thing about the horse thing is I think I'm going to be riding a horse. But I think my vegan side is like, is that even ethical? Like, does that thing want to be fucking ridden by my ass? But it's kind of strange that you said that, because even just today I was doing an exercise from the Ask and It Is Given book by Esther Hicks. And they have like the processes or like exercises in the back of the book. And so I was doing one of those today. It's the third one if you happen to have the book. And it was like, what do I want for my life? And I was like kind of describing the fun things I wanted to do. And I don't know why I got this image of myself like on a horse. And it's been something that's like slowly I'm noticing in like the periphery of my awareness. So the fact that that's not surprising to me. It's not, and it's weirdly confirmational for something that I've just barely even begun to grasp that I'm manifesting. Is that weird? Like, does that make sense? Because somebody asked about birds before land. There's a fucking horse coming to me in some way, shape, or form. I don't know why. I mean, like horses. I'm an animal lover. Horses are cool. I'm not like overly like like if it was a giraffe, I'd be like, I'm gonna ride a fucking like, or I'm gonna like hug a giraffe or something because that's like my favorite animal. Horses are cool. They're cool, but so I don't have anything like what I'm trying to say is I don't have any sort of like extra desire as far as horse. And Dina says ride a unicorn. If it was a this might be a different story if it was a unicorn, but there's just something about Shantae, you said you had a dream. I was riding the giant dog. I was riding Falcor like a horse. What the fuck? I love Falcor. Like, I love Falcor. I used to have, oh my God, I used to have fantasies about riding Falcor to school and fucking chasing little motherfuckers around with him. Getting those bullies. Oh man, oh my God, Brendan said horses before land. Ah, what's up with these horses, man? Natalie says the spiritual meaning of a horse was considered to be of courage, integrity, perseverance, and power. Okay, all right, I can take that, because what's really standing out to me is the perseverance part, because I'm definitely in a transition right now. I know I've barely been talking about any sort of manifestation right now. I've just been blah, blah, blah about myself. Whatever, we're here. We're talking about horses now. The perseverance, yeah, definitely kind of stuck out for me. Just Stay on the fucking horse, right? Keep riding the horse. Stay on the horse. Brendan said, I saw a horse last weekend. What did Malachi say? Hold on. I just see that Dina's laughing about Malachi. I can't wait for Dina and Malachi to meet. That day is going to be hilarious. Oh, he just said that's what she said, of course. Classic Malachi. Oh, ride a unicorn. Oh, Malachi. You and you're silly. Amy says Roxy's picking up on my desire to have a horse again. Something's happening with this horse. It's time for the horse, man. The horse is a horse, of course. I'll make sure to take a selfie with the horse whenever I have you guys. I have a selfie with a horse before, by the way. If you've ever, it's like old social media. If you've been following me for like a long, long time, you might have seen me with a horse before. I'm so weird. Okay, what's going on in the chats? Okay, someone named Roxana is here. Hello, Roxana. We have similar names. Morgan Young says, so if law of assumption is real, why do things that we expect to happen sometimes not happen? Because you have other expectations as well. And okay. And also maybe maybe it will happen. But your doubts, your fears, your worries, your insecurities are also assumptions or expectations, and sometimes they're stronger than the other ones. But also I want to say it's like there is somewhat of a level of like, I don't want to say like game of chance, but like, because this is Earth and there's a lot of things that could happen on Earth. And if you're here, you're basically subjected to it, right? Like it's possible for you. So the reasons why things happen is like, I don't fucking know. And like I'm just trying to kind of figure out how to work on controlling that. But like, that's what I'm here to teach. I don't know why this place works the way it does. I have no fucking clue about I don't know. So why some things happen and some don't, I don't know. But what I can say, like on the surface, is that there may have been other expectations, like I said, stronger or in the way, or that it's not done yet, or maybe your expectation looks different than you thought it might look, and it's still maybe unfolding in a way that satisfies your expectations, but it looks differently, so you think it's not the same. Like I said, it's like there's so many options. Like I was talking to somebody in a session last week, and I was telling them about like they're looking. I'm using the same analogy, but I want to use it differently. So I was talking to this person about how they were viewing just one side of like a infinitely sided, what do you call it? I know I called it an infinihedron. We were laughing at an infinihedron. So like a why can't I think of what you would call it? An octagon or a hexagon or a pentagon or a shape, but a sphere, but what's the word I'm thinking of? I can't think of like the word of, it's not shape. Something stupid like shape. That's the word I can't think of. But when you're looking at like one perspective of how reality can be, you're looking at like one side of a multifaceted die or dice, right? Like just one little tiny side of an infinihedron, or an extremely large sided, why can't I think of the word? Object? We'll just say object. Prism, that works too. Just, you get what I'm saying? Like a thing with many shapes. Why can't I think of that word? Polygon, not because it's a 3D. What the fuck word am I thinking of? Thank you, somebody. Anyways, you're looking at a multi-sided, a polygon. Okay, thanks, Brad. We'll go with polygon. You're looking at a multi-sided polygon or whatever, but you're just viewing through one angle of it. Now, that's the way I kind of explain it to my client on our session. What I want to explain to you is that you're almost like rolling an infinitely sided die and then asking me, like, why does it land on a side it lands on? I don't fucking know. But you know what I mean? Like, you, that probably sounds crazy, but it's gonna land on one of the sides it's got, right? Like, if I roll a die, it has 6 places it could land. And the part of, like, how much of that is me choosing and how much of it is chance, again, that's where I don't know those answers because I don't know. I'm just a human like you. So part of your why does something I expect to happen not happen is, again, like I said, you have other expectations that might be stronger. And also you're rolling, it's almost like you're rolling this die kind of because everything is like an unknown. I keep seeing this like visual of like a multi-side die being rolled. That's why I'm trying to explain this analogy, just to say that's like kind of anything can happen that you've perceived on planet Earth. So why you got something that, I don't know. What were you doing with your thoughts up and, between the point of expectation and the thing of arrival? Were you doubting, fearing, worrying? It's just, it's like, yeah, Brandon, you guys are all saying different, like tetrahedron. Yeah, no, but I was thinking it's an infinihedron. It's an infinitely sided. That's next, the blank. That's the word I can't find. I understand the other side. I had a mini stroke last year, right? Like my brain sometimes, like, I'm still talking about myself. I fucking forgot what bacon smelled like. My husband and I, this is like 3 months ago, we were walking on the pier and this smell, like we walked by some restaurants and I was like, what? I smelled this like smelled like putrid, rotting flesh. And I was like, what is that smell? And I'm sitting there, I'm smelling, and I couldn't place it. In my mind, I was like, I knew I'd smelled it before, but I couldn't place it. So I finally asked my husband, I was like, what am I smelling? And he's like, bacon. I forgot what fucking bacon smelled like. Excuse me. And my brain didn't like it when it smelled it. It was like, what is this smell? I was like, have I been vegan that long? I forgot what bacon smelled like. But then I also had that thing happen to me last year. So anywho, Abaja says, like the Coherence movie. I love that movie. Coherence. I love that movie. That's like one of those movies I'll just watch when I have nothing to watch and I'm just bored. Such a good movie. Oh my God. If you haven't seen Coherence, it does such a good job of showing parallel realities like folding in on each other. So good. Rachel says, I wish I could figure out what bacon smelled like. It was weird. It was a really weird experience. I was like, I know I've smelled this before, but I couldn't place it. But like I said, I had that situation happen to me last year, and sometimes I forget shit that I've known before. So all right. Nikki, okay, Nikki's over here saying some smart stuff. Thanks, Nikki, for thank you, Nikki, for talking some science over here. Please understand, when I talk science, I'm an artist. So when I literally speak about science, when I read the scientific books, it's hard for me to understand. When I listen to the quantum physics stuff, I have to listen to it over and over and break down, like, sometimes word for word by word what they're saying, because I'm not a science. I'm an artist. So when I try to explain, like if I'm getting visuals of something and I'm trying to explain it, because I do not know what the fuck I'm talking about, like as like from the scientific perspective, if that makes sense, But every time I talk to like artists or scientists or doctors or people that are in the field, they're like, yeah, what you're saying is real stuff. It's just the way I explain it is my colorful language. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time focusing. You know what? Fuck it. Why am I apologizing? There's not really that many manifestation questions coming through. So what the fuck am I apologizing for? I'm just looking at what's going on. I'm not going to apologize. I'm here. I'm doing my damn thing. I showed up today. Oh my God. Nikki says, I'm an artist too. You can thank Google for that. Thanks, Google. Thank You, Nikki, and Google. Shelly, hey. Hi. Carla says, inventing Anna on Netflix is a good one to show you how to shift states. I keep hearing about that show. Okay. Tiffany, you're talking about something that took a year manifestation you were working on? Hey. Okay, William Flowers says, how to shift into a reality where no one disrespects you ever again. Okay, let's talk about this, William, because Jeff, thank you. I appreciate you. Okay. How do I shift into a reality where no one disrespects you ever again? This is interesting because your question has layers that are the problem, right? So a reality where no one disrespects you ever again. So what does that tell me? That tells me that you've probably been disrespected at least enough times. We don't need to count them, just enough for where you don't want that anymore. It's decided that we're done here. So we want to shift into a reality where no one disrespects us. We've been disrespected. And the ever again part is also like perking up my ears, right? Like the finality. I'm going to use the word desperation, but I'm not calling you desperate. I'm just saying like no one's ever going to disrespect me ever again. Like when you hear that, it sounds there's like a lot underneath that, right? So you, like, look at how it is. How to shift into a reality where no one ever disrespects you ever again. You could shift into that reality. I could tell you could shift into that reality in a second, but whatever is the ever again thing going on underneath you is going to shift you right back out. So it's not about how do I shift into a reality where no one ever disrespects me. It's how do I stop shifting into realities where people disrespect me? How do I stop making myself available for disrespect? How do I stop responding to disrespect in a way that takes from me and my soul or my inner peace and my happy feelings or whatever it is? How do I intend and manifest and maintain a reality or an awareness or a definition of self that is somebody who does not get disrespected, and when they are disrespected, stands their boundaries or at least states them, and then maybe removes himself from the situation or whatever the options are, right? So William, it sounds to me like there's a lot of healing that needs to be done, a lot of forgiveness. And I don't mean just like, oh, forgive all those that have harmed you. Like, obviously that will help, but there's self-forgiveness that needs to be done. Because to be somebody that is constantly disrespected by others, you would have to be in a mind state that is not very respectful of yourself, or at the very least doesn't promote respect from other people, doesn't allow for it, doesn't ask for it, doesn't expect it, doesn't accept it. Is worried they won't, defines people as not, takes things as disrespectful that maybe could be just benign or even not even directed towards you, right? So like there's somebody that feels disrespected by others in life or doesn't feel like they can stand up for themselves, or when they do, I'm still disrespected or whatever it is, it's going to eventually cause you to look at the world as like an me against them kind of a way. It will cause you to put up barriers and walls and emotional blocks, and put you in a position where you are actively manifesting disrespect by your avoidance of it, right? Or your fear of it, or don't you dare, or they better not, or they always fucking do. Whatever that is, the narrative in your head that's going on is the thing that's making people disrespect you. So part of your deal is going to be learning how to respect yourself, meaning that you are no longer going to let yourself think thoughts that manifest in disrespect. Does that make sense, right? So this is for everybody listening here, okay? If you're getting treatment from the outside world that you don't like, the first thing that you need to do is treat yourself with some respect by slowing down or stopping or diverting or working on the thoughts that are manifesting in the disrespect in your 3D world. Because even though you don't deserve it, even though it's not fair that you're getting it, you're still manifesting it, and that is unavoidable. So it's not about shifting into a reality where no one disrespects you again. It's why the fuck do I keep getting disrespected? Why do I keep allowing people like this in my life? Why do I not put up my boundaries? Why do I not stand my ground? Why do I not stand up for myself? Why do I stand up for myself too much? Why do I give too much? Why don't I remove myself? Whatever it is that you're doing that is like there's the mental side that you're sending out the thoughts, and then there's like the physical response aspect of what you're doing to perpetuate the story. That's why you're getting disrespected. So it starts at home. Okay, William, I see. Yes, it does. What is yes, it does? Makes sense. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Yay, William. Okay. So we're here for you, William. I don't remember seeing your name before. So if this is your first Monday, welcome. Sometimes I yell, but that's just the way I talk. Especially if I'm full of energy, it just comes out kind of sounding kind of aggressive, but that's just my sound. It's not personal. You have a community here, and people are gonna I already see people in the chat that are like, okay, I know this is me, that can relate to you, and you can always come back here every week and chat with us and talk about how this is progressing and what you're doing to apply these principles in your life to make these shifts so you can start seeing respect. And then when you do see respect, fuck yeah, I just manifested respect. I am someone who's respected. I get respect. So to answer your real question, how do you shift into a reality where no one disrespects you ever again? I am somebody that is respected. I am respected by all the people around me. I'm respected by my family. I'm respected by my colleagues. I'm respected by my coworkers. I'm respected by my kids, my parents, my friends, my partner, strangers, my neighbor, my landlord, my roommates, whatever the fuck. What else do you guys, what people have? I just saw a bunch of dudes on like a cycling crew. My bike friends. Who's a biker in here? Who's needs respect from their bike crew? Kill a Pop-Tart, you made it. Allie says, and giving yourself grace. I don't know if you're responding to what I was saying or to something else, but I'm just going to go ahead and throw that in there too, because yes, for William, giving yourself grace. And you do deserve respect. You get respect. You are somebody who is respected. You're respectable. You respect others, and then you see that respect back to you. And if you're interacting with somebody who is not exchanging the proper respect, then don't give in. I mean, well, hold on. Let's back up. I don't know your story, so I don't want to give you any, Roxy's attitude advice, because I do that sometimes, and I'm recognizing that. So you acting in a different way than you normally would will help shift the tide, and staying aware of the fact that you are now building a new reality and shifting in those moments to a reality where you are a respected person. So it's not about shifting to a reality where no one disrespects you. It's about living as and being as, identifying as somebody who is respected and respectable. I'm a respectable person. I respect others and they respect me, period. Nolan says, Bike Brigade. Is that you? Mesh says Harley Davidson. I was thinking, no, I saw like cyclists, like Lance Armstrong guys, like in the shirts with the helmets and the pointy thing and the clicky clacky shoes. That's what I saw. Oh, everyone else thought I saw someone else thought I said motorcyclists. No, I was you. If that's fire, that's where the analogy went for you. Cool. In my head, I saw like cyclists, like Lance Armstrong kind. Dale, hello, welcome. Kristen, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, when your self-concept is high, do you turn on if your SP will show up or not? I still want him, just kind of not obsessed like I was, kind of just put my order in. Yes, exactly. Yeah, because this is the deal. Like somebody whose self-concept is like on point isn't chasing anybody or anything. Like that's one of those kind of people that Shelly, of course, you were thinking motorcycles as well. One of the kind of the people who have the self-concept that we admire, somebody that like is just themselves, who knows who they are, who's unapologetic about it, and just lives life for the pleasure of being who they are. They're not begging for anybody's attention. They're not trying to force anything into being. They're just simply enjoying and allowing things to radiate towards them, which is the natural law of the universe. So there's a reason why doing self-concept work makes everything else fall into place. And it's because yourself is the one manifesting. And if you make yourself happy, then the universe will respond and do the exact same thing. That's its fucking job. It does to you what you do to you. Ooh, that's new. Okay. The universe. Ooh, okay. Leanne. my quote master. The universe does to you what you do to you. The universe brings to you what you bring to you. So if your SP isn't showing up, because you're not showing up in the way you're supposed to. You're showing up, but not in the way that you want life to show up for you. And if you think that you can show up as your old self and still get your new thing, you already know the answer to that because you're sitting here wanting it. So Kristen, you're doing great. Keep working on the self and making this happy and satisfied, because remember, the universe has to do to you what you do to you. So if you satisfy this and make this happy and this content and I don't need anything, the universe has to mirror that back to you by giving you, I don't need anything, which means giving you everything that you want, right? And you need. Ooh, Tim, I like the way you said this. Tim says the universe mirrors us exactly and we mirror the universe exactly. Well, it's interesting because you could go down that rabbit hole. Like in like a creative sense, we mirror it exactly, right? Like we are of it and we are creation or creators like it as well. But also we mirror it exactly if we choose to mirror something different than what we see in our 3D reality, then we get something different than we see in our 3D reality. Carla, I do have a self-concept workshop. It is called the Confident AF Self-Concept Workshop. RoxyTalks.com, and Leanne will link that in the chat. And speaking of, yeah, so I'm talking about courses. My 360 method is officially coming next month. I know we've been talking about it forever, but it's really, really, really happening. I'm really excited. We're getting everything all together. Official dates will be coming soon. And if you want to sign up for the updates, because I'm going to be having a free masterclass coming up soon, there's a sign up on my website. It's like 360 method. If you click that, it'll take you to the sign up page where you can just get information. That's what I'll be sending out the dates and the invitation to the limiting beliefs masterclass. Of course, I'll talk about it here, but if you want to get all the official info, RoxyTalks.com, click the 360 method tab to sign up for updates about 360 that's coming. That's my official program. And then if you're interested in the self-concept workshop, I do have one, and it's called Confident AF, and it's on my website. So you would click the workshops tab. It either says courses and workshops or courses or workshops. I can't remember because I think I just changed it. Okay. David from Maine, hello. Samina, hello. Fox Girl. Fox Girl says, I'm here all about time doesn't matter, but I'm 61. I'd like to have this before I die. Okay, Fox Girl. I want to take, okay, I'm looking at your sentence and I want to read it. It says, I'm here all about time doesn't matter. But I want you to say is, I am all about time doesn't matter. Does that make sense? Like I wanted to switch your words around a little bit so that you can take that sentence you said right there and actually do the thing that you're coming here for. Because saying, oh, you say, I hear, okay, I see. Okay, sorry. I hear all about time doesn't matter. But I'm 61. I like to have this before I die. So taking that first sentence and changing it to, I'm all about time doesn't matter. So turn that phrase into something that's powerful for you that you can use in that moment to reclaim that time, right? Reclaim your control over your time. I'm all about time doesn't matter. I love the fact that time doesn't matter. That shit benefits me so much. I'm 61. That doesn't mean anything. It just means I've lived a bunch of great life and I have a bunch of great life ahead of me. I'm all about the fact that time doesn't matter because amazing things are coming to me in this existence, and I can't wait to see what's coming next or something, right? So when you're saying I'd like to have this before I die, you're doing this and the universe doesn't respond well to this. I mean, actually, that's not true. They respond really fucking well to everything you do, but it just gives you more of this because it's a mirror. So imagine you were doing this in front of your mirror, expecting your mirror to reflect the thing that you're doing this about. Whatever you're like, excuse me, time's a ticking. Why isn't blankety blank here? You're doing that in front of your mirror and you're expecting your mirror to magically reflect the thing that you're banging your wrist about. But if you keep doing this, the only thing your mirror is ever going to reflect is more of this. Just in the same way right now, what I'm doing right now. Imagine if I was doing this right now and you expected, or I expected the Roxy on the screen, the Roxy in your computer or on your phone to fucking do a cartwheel. But if me right here banging on my wrist isn't doing a fucking cartwheel, you guys are not seeing a cartwheel. You're only going to see this. So it's the same with the universe. Whatever it is that you're waiting on, you need to figure out how to embody it now, or you can just keep waiting. And I mean that with love. And I said it kind of flippantly because you're not the only person I'm talking to when I say that. And you know who I'm talking to. If you're waiting on something, you know I mean you, because I do. You keep saying you're waiting. Get used to it. Get used to it. Because waiting can only reflect more waiting. Sonia says, do you have any advice on what to do if you're really, really struggling to get over the disrespect, especially when it comes to them having sex with someone else? My advice to you is this. Okay, Sonia, with love, my baby doll, I'm about to say something real mean to you. So please know it's just the words. I don't mean I love you. So what I want to say to you is, Sonia, if you want to get over that disrespect, you better shut the fuck up about it. You better quit talking about it to everyone who will hear, because you aren't going to get over anything if you keep if you've been disrespected in this manner and this disrespect and then they're doing this and this like, if you want to get over you keep bringing it up, you keep disrespecting yourself by making yourself have to go through that again. And I'm not saying that like the thoughts don't pop up. I understand that some of this stuff is involuntary, right? But the popping up of the thoughts is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the letting yourself take that pop up and spend 20 minutes, 2 hours, 2 weeks, 3 years on it. You know what I mean? So if somebody has really, really, really disrespected you, then I would say, remember we talked about what to do earlier, about boundaries and enforcing them. Then I would say you really, really need to figure out your boundaries and enforce them. Because if somebody disrespected you that hard and you're this hurt, like, I'd hope that we're cutting ties. You don't get to fucking come anywhere near me at all anymore, period, emotionally. And I'm going to work on filling myself with love and acceptance and respect. And I'm going to work on filling my world and my community and the people around me with people who are loving and full of respect. And if you're not respecting me, you can get the fuck out of my life now. And if you want to respect me, cool, I'll do the same back. But from here forward, we're not letting it, like, put some lines in the sand. I would say, I don't know your story, but like, it's like if they're having sex with someone else, I'm sure it hurts. I know it hurts, but so what the fuck are you going to do about it? Just lay down and continue to be hurt? I don't think so. Cut some fucking ties, make some changes, do some different shit. Point yourself in a different direction, get therapy, get spiritual help, do something different, but except wallow in the way that they disrespected you. Because to be real honest with you, that somebody else going to having sex with somebody else is a blessing in disguise, because both of those motherfuckers should not be in your life. So whoever they are, whether that you knew them both or just one of them or whatever, That's a blessing in disguise because you're seeing what the truth of your 3D reality is so that you can now do something different, which is again the answer, right? So I hope that answers your question. Oh boy. Do I listen to Lion Babe? Is that a YouTuber? I've never heard of that person. A very intuitive manifester. Oh no. Not sure who that is. Craig, Felicia, Tiffany. Oh my God. How are you? Thank you. Oh, is it music? I don't know. Someone else is talking about it. So, Sonia. Okay, good. Okay, I'm glad that helped Sonia. Because sometimes it's like I want to give advice, but the question is so vague, so I don't know any of the details. It's hard to like give specific advice for a very vague question. Not saying anything about you, but just without knowing any details, I can just kind of like I just make up my own assumptions, and just kind of oh, I do love Erica Badu though. Sorry, I'm going through. I'm answering questions, reading things in the chat. Jenny, hello, welcome. Glad you made it live. Jenny Sarian. Any relation to Bailey? Dina says I'm not waiting for anything. No, because you already have everything. How could you be waiting for something when you already have everything? Mesh said, "Where's my cartwheels?" It's gonna cost extra. Raul said your affirmation videos really help. Thank you, Raul. I'm glad that they're helping for you. I really want to put the best vibes out and like give you affirmations that are gonna help you conceptualize the whole idea of your reality with your manifestation, whatever that looks like. Sybil, oh, of course I like Erica Badu. I'm from the 90s. I'm from it. I'm actually from the 80s, but I grew up in the 90s, so we had really good music back then. Okay, if people want to ask about talking about money, what do you guys want to ask? What are your questions? Okay, hold on. Wait a second. Hold on. Something's catching my eyeballs up here. Somebody's got text me back Trist as your screen name. Okay, hold on. Text me back Trist. I'm gonna need some context here. Who do you need to text back? Who needs to text you back? Because you said your question is best ways to detach and let go, and your best ways to best ways to detach and let go, and your screen name is text me back. I need more details on this, please. Okay, people asking money questions. Yeah, ask money questions. That's what people want to talk about. So put your questions in there and we'll talk about it. You guys are so sweet. Thanks for all the nice things you're saying about me. Candace, glad you're here. Work led you to something fun. Not that work can't be fun, but Leanne's back from picking up puppy dookies. Zeus was being a little Dukins boy. That's what I call Mango when she goes poop. I tell her she's being a Dukins girl. So weird. I'm like, be mommy's little Dukins girl. Do little Dukins. Kristen says, when I first started my law of attraction journey, I literally heard God whisper in my ear, patience is a virtue. Listen, that's the key here, patience. So I talked about it in last week's podcast episode, but I had in my meditation, I heard that there's 3 rules to this realm, which are gravity, time, and distance. And if you can deal with those 3 rules, then you can have everything. And I explain it in this podcast episode that just came out. And in the video it's also on YouTube here. So the most recent video I put out, or the most recent podcast episode I put out, if you want to hear me talk about that more, and like what that exactly means. But the patience is a virtue thing is very true. Like there is time in this realm, even though we are in a limitless universe, and time is an illusion because all things are here in existence now. The realm of Earth has its physicalities. So the patience part is really smart because you can have whatever you want if you understand that sometimes things take time, and sometimes they take longer than you think they're going to take, or sometimes they're farther away in theory. But it's just because of the time, like the illusions of the realm. So if you can deal with the illusions of the realm and understand that that's part of the process, then you can be in control of it. And that's exactly what patience is a virtue is about. It's just like, chill the fuck out, because Earth has distance and time. Let that shit, like, it's coming. Brendan, you're a 2000 baby. I graduated high school in 2001. Oh my God. Angelina, you're so sweet. Thank you. Life is lucid. Welcome. Glad you were able to make it back. Okay. I know we have some. Okay. God, there's so many freaking questions. Mesh, you said you were trying to manifest winning the lottery 2 weeks ago. Why'd you stop? Oh, because you didn't win. Why would you say you didn't win? Why would you stop? That's why you're not winning. That's why you need to manifest winning the lottery. I mean that with love. I love you. You know do you get what I'm saying though? Like, your money story is not good. I mean, we're all working on it, right? But like, Bree, hey. And then Brendan, kind of desperate to win the lottery, which is holding you back. You're damn right, it sure is holding you back. Dina, it can't. So many. It cannot take 10 to 20 years, right? Dina, if you ask questions like that, it'll probably take 25. You spend so much time on the, oh my God, what if it takes X amount of years, that you fucking wasted X amount of years. With love. I love you. Bree, you said you did the homework, did meditate, failed at that, and I manifested a lot of money. Okay. All right. We have a new rule. I need a new sign. And it says no fail. There's no fail. There's no fail. How do you fail at meditating? The only way you could fail at meditating is by not doing it. But if you're trying, Mesh says, don't grill me. Mesh, don't come here. Don't come here with that mess. Then Mesh, I can't help it. Oh my God. Tim. Oh my God. I love you, Tim. You're so sweet. Tim says, speaking of money, here's some. Thank you very much, Tim. I appreciate you. Tim, how about this? Tim has just given us a lesson in manifesting money. So Tim, can you give us a little bit of insight on what your story about money is, how you feel about it, how you feel when you use it? Because I'm trying to not even use the word SPEND anymore, because it sounds like an exhaustion. I mean, literally that word is a synonym to exhaust, right? So I don't want to use that. Doesn't make sense. Why would I be using that word to describe something that's infinite? I didn't spend the breath I just took. Motherfucking breathed that shit and moved on. So Tim, can you give us a little insight into how you think about money, and what it's like for you in your world? Text me back. That's your beat pimp name. All right. Okay. So, okay. Um, oh, Fly Girl, your class of '03. Okay, we could have been we could have been in high school together. We're in the same. Fly Girl also says, Roxy, your 360 method taught me discipline. I did it 2 years ago, and I'm so grateful for your insight. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's the thing that's working for me. I'm still doing it. And that's why we were putting out the course this next month. Finally, 360 method official course. Sorry, this freaking. Do you guys ever have those shirts where the armpit holes are too tight? It's like choking my arms. The only reason I'm saying something is I'm watching myself in the playback fucking with my armpit holes. So if anybody's wondering, that's why. I got this shirt at a sample sale, and now I know why it was a sample. Okay, back to this. Lisa was born the year I graduated. I'm not surprised. There's a lot of young folks. Sybil said, yes, my armpit holes are tight right now too. Isn't it so frustrating? It can mess up your whole day. Luckily I'm at home so I can change, but yeah, because I wouldn't wear this. I think I tried to wear it not a few weeks ago. Now I remember why I didn't. Anyways. Okay, Brendan too. Brendan gets it. All right, I'm not alone. This is what happened. This is what's happening. Okay, focus on the questions that we have. Ooh, Tiffany, I like what you're saying here. Tiffany says, I started a new audiobook called The Worry Trick by David A. Carbonell, and he talks about how we get tricked into thinking the worst. He said people tend to treat discomfort as danger. Okay. Leanne, can you put this book on our list? I like the sound of this one. The Worry Trick. Yeah, I like that one. So people were asking about manifesting money. Oh, yeah, I wanted to hear from Tim. I wanted to hear about Tim's philosophy on money. Oh, here we go. What are the timing? Just amazing. Tim says, I've been manifesting different changes in my money flow, and it's been working. Got a raise, got a 10K check for my new car, got a random 1K. Don't even know how. You know how. But, oh, here we go. There's more up here. My new outlook on money has been, it's just flowing. It flows to me freely. That's the thing. So, okay, Brendan says, I use money fairly freely, but yeah, I have to fight the guilt still sometimes. So looking at what the guilt is about, why are you guilty? What is it about the using of the money that makes you feel guilty? And kind of like going down that road. And if we're looking at I have to win the lottery, or I tried winning the lottery and it didn't work. Those mentalities speak to a lot of old school notions about money. It speaks to the idea that the only way to get a lot of money is to either be born with it, or to have some great idea or something, or invent something, or win the lottery. You know what I mean? That old school, there's only a handful of ways to get rich. And one of them is by playing this. The odds of the game are so low. And the odds of you probably have better odds just being open and abundant and having the money that you want and need flow to you freely, than the odds of winning the lottery, right? If you think about it, just on paper. But the concept of I need to win the lottery because I need more money than I've got. I've got way more money than I could ever, or I need, money for way more things than I could ever earn. I have to earn money to get it. There's not enough hours in the day. I want to be richer than I could ever. You know what I mean? There's so many ideas about why you would need the lottery to provide that amount of wealth for you, that if you're relying on that, it's implying that obviously that's circulating through your whole story. And if you're doing the tricks to manifest winning the lottery and then you don't, and you're like, oh, I tried and I didn't win, you have you've just proven that mentality, and you would probably be one of the people that wins the lottery and then loses it all anyways. You know what I mean? Because the mentality of money goes away eventually. That's the problem. Money doesn't go away. It doesn't fucking go anywhere. Nothing goes anywhere. If you think things go places, go look at a fucking landfill or a trash dump. Shit doesn't go anywhere. No, nothing goes anywhere. Even water and water evaporates and comes back down. Energy can't be destroyed or created. It all is now. So if you think money is the paper in your hand or the numbers in your bank account and it all equals out to the amount of worth that you are or the amount of hours that you can work or blah 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 blah, then that's just what you get. So you have to be able to navigate your 3D reality and be not as abundant as you want to be, but still say you are in your mind and still feel like you are in your mind, still use your money. It's not about like, okay, so you can use your money like you're rich or whatever, wealthy without being it. Because you could pay for something that costs $1 or $10 or $50 or $150, whatever, or $10,000 or $150,000, doesn't matter. The feeling that you use the feeling that you employ or the thoughts that you utilize when you put that money to use is like what's coming next, like what kind of money you're going to have now. So whether you're using $5 or 5 million, the way you would utilize it and think about yourself is the same. Does that make sense? Like if you would, to become a millionaire, you want to use your money in the same mind frame that someone who doesn't have issues or fears or worries about doubts about it would. Does that make, you get what I'm trying to say, right? You know where I'm today. My words are very easy to come by. Dale, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Is this just a kind donation? I don't see a question. Dale, thank you very much. If you do have a question, let me know. If I skipped it, let me know. But otherwise, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we got here. Tim says, I don't think about what I need. I focus on what I have and what the universe wants me to have. The Bible says if you're frugal with a little, you will be given more. Rebecca says, I tell myself every day I make money for fun. It's okay. I think I got confused here. There's a little bit that I'm confused about. But basically, you're saying if anybody says anything differently, you just say, are you joking? I make money for fun. It's easy. I like that. Money's fun. And yeah, money is fun. And we should be treating it like it's fun and not like it's this burden or this hard thing to come by. Thanks, Dina. Dina linked my I Am Rich affirmations. Thanks, Dina. Mimi says, we just need to be hustlers and have many side gigs. I don't think so. That's the same thing as trading your time for money. Hustling is tiring. That's like, I'm not saying it's not productive energy, like to get up and go and make things happen, but the idea that I got to get up and make things happen in order to get money, that's where the mentality, gets off of the easy train. Tim says, when I speak about it, I do know it's already happened and the universe needs to catch up. I yell at the universe if it's too slow for me, LOL. I know it's mine. I deserve it. I like that. Tiffany says, for me, there's a shame element around money because I haven't been homeless. Oh, no, because I've been homeless, lived in my car, etc. I was so ashamed of that destitute time for not having enough money to live. I can manifest money, but it goes fast. Working on it and getting better at retaining it every day. Yeah. So the way I would say it is like, instead of looking at those times as a time to be shameful, I would say that good a time is a time of pride. And like, look where you are now, you know, look what you've become and how much you've done for yourself and how far you've come. Life is not always easy. And you are somebody that has gone through so much, and you're still so light and have such a bright light, and you're so kind and caring for other people. And, you know, you're so magnetic, and good things happen to you. Good things are coming your way. And so turn that shame into pride in a way, you know, like, dang, look what I've done for myself. You know, there was a time when I lived in my car. You better believe I'm getting front row for this fucking concert. That's the kind of energy, you know, because you do deserve it. I was homeless. I'm going to enjoy the fudge out of spending this money right now because I can. And then I'm going to wake up tomorrow under my roof, and I'm going to spend, and I'm going to use more money because I can and I deserve it. Just changing the energy to reflect who you are now, not who you were or who you thought you were or who you thought you had to be. Tommy says, I read Rich as Fuck and raised my financial value. Last month, I lost my job, manifested, and my ex-boss recalled my final paycheck. That paycheck was half my new monthly value that I set during Rich as Fuck. Recalled my final paycheck. Does that mean we have different terminology in the US? Does that mean they gave you more money? I think we're talking about good things. I don't know. What are we talking about, Tommy? Oh, Tommy says, so as if the universe was offended on my behalf. The guy can keep his money and energy. I'm in the flow. Yes. Okay, Tommy. Yeah, fudge him. Bye, guy. Lisa KN says, I was literally raised with the idea to always keep my money / restrict myself when it comes to using it. But now I'm learning that I'm always abundant, and using my money allows me to get more back. Absolutely. Your money does what you say it does. So if using it brings more in, cool. Grace says, the other day after I gave a super sticker, just because, Equinox gave me a gift certificate and a bottle of wine for bringing positivity to the gym every day. Abundance and generosity go hand in hand. That's awesome. That's so cool. Tommy says, money is reliable. Yes. Sarah says, does there have to be a delayed manifestation? Some coaches say you can instantly manifest anything. But what if you were trying to manifest someone in China right now? What would that would be impossible? Question mark. I don't know, dude. I don't know the answer to this question. Like, there are stories about people who have woken up in different places. I don't fucking know. I wasn't them. I wasn't there. I can't corroborate or deny. This is what I'm going to say to you. Whatever a coach tells you is to help you expand the way you think about it. It's not because it's rhetoric that you need to live your life by. It's not because this is the end all be all answer and this is what you have to believe. It's to help you understand from somebody that is dedicating their time to understanding it more than they do. So take what every coach says, including me, with a grain of salt. Do your own practice and research, and do your own do your own practice and do your own research, because the thing about it is, like, some coaches say you can instantly manifest anything. What if you're in China right now? Would that be impossible? Again, I don't know. I don't know the answer to it. For me, would it be impossible to wake up in China? right now, maybe, but maybe I could work on that belief. I don't know. Um, but the other thing you have to understand about what coaches say is that everybody has their own limitations and their own limiting beliefs and their own filter that they're coaching through, including me. Um, and some people can manifest some things instantly because they don't have resistance to it. Whereas other people can manifest other things that this person might not be able to manifest. Some people spend years manifesting some shit that takes other people hours, and vice versa. So the concept of instantly manifesting anything is valid because that's what they say about this realm. If we're always moving to new realities, your awareness is the selector of the next reality you go to. And this is a perpetual, constant, nonstop thing on planet Earth. Then in theory, if you can think that you can get to your thing instantly, then you can, right? Because it's always happening. You're doing the driving. It's always happening. Those are the same 2 points, right? Whatever, doesn't matter. My point is that you're doing the driving. So if you think you can get to China, then that's something you can work on and potentially do. If you think it's impossible, then that's something you can work on and potentially do. But what other people say about it, it's like listen to people because they resonate with you. Listen to them because they present the information in a way that you can understand. But don't listen to somebody because you think that they have all the answers and they're going to give you, the answer to every question you have about your life, or that if you follow their lead, that you're going to be just like them or be exactly what you want. It's not about them. It's about you. It's not about what they teach. It's about you, how you understand and perceive it and how you utilize it. So yeah. I don't know, something about that question of other coaches say this or some coaches say that. Like, as soon as I see that, it, like, pricks my fucking things up really high because it's just like, first of all, I don't know what the fuck they say. I don't know them. They don't know me. We have nothing to do with each other. And, like, I'm not gonna sit here and diminish or bash somebody else's work. I don't know it's none of my business. I don't know what they learned. I didn't study what they studied. I studied what I study, so I talk about that. I don't know why other people talk about what they talk about. It's none of my fucking business. So, again, take what every coach you listen to, anybody you listen to, coach, celebrity, speaker, doctor, whatever, with a grain of sand, because every single person is giving you the information through their own filter and through their own lens of experiences. So, again, do your own research, come to your own conclusions, listen to what resonates with you, but don't take everything as rhetoric, because none of us really know what the fuck's going on here. And that's the only truth that I believe in, is that none of us really know. Okay. Okay, somebody's on Facebook. It doesn't show me your name, but says, "Hi, I haven't caught you in a while, but you've manifested so much. That's awesome, and I'm glad you're here. And I wish it told me who you were, but I can't see your name. It just says Facebook user." Next life, Brendan says, "By instant, maybe that means then buy a plane ticket, so it's instant but looks delayed to you." Interesting. Mesh says that person in China would show up some type of logical way. Thank you. Thank you for the much shorter answer. Abaja says, "Every dollar I use comes back to me tenfold." Yeah, I've been saying that. I say that about water too because I live in California, so I'm always, like, energetically refilling the reservoirs, like, when I use water and when I take a shower and stuff. So I've been making sure to say that about money too as well, because it's always good to, like, whatever you can say about any subject that improves what you're already saying is gonna help you. Oh, Dale's update. Okay. Dale says, "You told me to drop my business partner. I did." Oh, did I? I don't remember saying that, but okay. More confidence in the woman I was wanting. I'm dating someone close to my age. That's amazing. Thanks. Yay, Dale. That's awesome. Hey, Tiffany, there's a lot of people talking about being homeless and living in their car and just Shelly says, money comes easily and frequently. I'm a money magnet. I'm grateful for any and all unexpected income. Any and all unexpected. Any and all. I like that. Tim says, donations aren't meant for receiving back. I like donating with no knowledge, seeing how I can sneak money in someone's life like a challenge or mowing their grass. I love it. I love that, Tim. That's so funny. You're like, you're like a little, you're like a positive little bandit, like doing like little things around your neighborhood. That's like, they're like, who watered my plants? Who trimmed my hedges? Who's over here doing these nice things? That's so funny. Okay. Dina says, even Bashar says you need to trust yourself more than him. Yeah. I know you weren't saying anything about specific coaches. I was just saying in general, when I hear that question, it just makes me feel a little uncomfortable because it's almost like people are like pitting me against other coaches or like want to hear me talk shit about them or like want to hear them like, oh, well, they're dumb if they're teaching you that. And like, I'm not a shit talker person in general. I don't like to talk shit about people. So, I don't like to talk about people in general, just period. It's just not a thing I like to do. So, that it just, I'm like, I always want to make sure that I don't, especially people I don't know. So anywho, Abaja, is Disneyland still a go? Disneyland is happening now, September 12th. So yeah, we're still going. We've moved it back to September so that more people could go. And the date we picked was September 12th, right? I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure it's a Monday. Yes, thank you. Okay. Leanne just put the link in the chat. Love you, Shelly. Talk to you later. Somebody liked my mirror. I don't remember what the name of the thing is. I think it's something with 2 G's. I can't remember what it's called. But they sell like like eyeshadow glitters and stuff. That doesn't help. Okay. Oh, Leanne says that my trip is booked. Yeah, there's a few people that have told me their trips to California are booked for the Disneyland trip in September. Jeannie, excuse me. Jeannie's asking about staying persistent while manifesting. I have a lot of videos about persistence, and then also letting go because both of those things work hand in hand. So I have a whole letting go playlist on YouTube, and then I also have videos about persisting in the 3D, or persisting with your story, ignoring the 3D reality, things like that. Yeah, if you guys don't mind, please hit the like button. Please like the video because why not? Carrie, I do not have perfect skin, but I do affirm I do. Okay, I have perfect skin. But it's just the lighting. Trust me, my skin is textured just like everybody else's. I'm 38 years old. So I got wrinkles too. Okay. Let's do last call for super chats because I've just been having an emotional you guys know I've been in mourning. I've had a lot going on. Um, so I'm feeling a little spent. So I just want to call it before I get overwhelmed. But if anybody oh, we had homework, right? Okay, so we'll do last call for super chats and then it's been 2 weeks for homework. I think we were doing gratitude, weren't we? Tim says persistence equals perseverance. Yeah, it's about pushing through the quote unquote negatives or the things that feel like it's not working out and continuing to trust, know, and believe that you're working towards what you want, even if it doesn't look like it is. And to keep doing the work, keep doing your affirmations, keep doing your meditations, keep doing your shit that brings me joy, keep dreaming of your and living your life energetically as if you were the version of yourself that had what you wanted. Oh, Mesh said the same age as Nicki Minaj. I was shocked when I found out Nicki Minaj was the same age as me because she looks so young. I'm the same age as Mulatto's mom. Or Lotto. Her name's Lotto now, right? I'm the same age as Lotto's mom. And Lotto and Mariah Carey did a song together. And we had this inside joke that I'm Lotto's mom because we're the same age. It's just an inside joke and it doesn't matter. Like you had to be there when it happened, whatever. So there's this inside joke that I'm Lotto's mom. And then Mariah Carey obviously is like my mom. So they did that song together and I was like, my mom and my daughter did a song together. I don't know why I brought that up. I just did. Because I'm so good at staying focused today. See, this is why I need to go. I'm so good at staying focused. But yeah, my mother and my daughter did a song together. Okay. Leanne, thank you. Homework for the last 2 weeks was for 5 minutes a day, do some sort of meditation, affirmations, journaling, visualizing, or something to bring up the feelings of gratitude every day for the next 7 days. And then part 2 is if something pops up that you have to pay for or take care of that's unexpected, thank the universe right then and there for taking care of it. And yeah, and I'm glad that you brought that up because I was going to mention that earlier when we were talking about money, but I kind of forgot. Okay. Nora says, then I'm doing great. Despite my crap ass thoughts and such, I say no. That is not real. I'm already married to my SP and I got my super nice job and my awesome life and I'll keep persisting nonstop. It's going to happen, Nora. Like your life is what it is now because you thought the thoughts that matched up to your current reality then. So if you just keep thinking these thoughts that, and don't even call them crap thoughts, just all I know is that the majority of my day, I'm thinking about how I have a great relationship with an amazing person, the person that I've chosen to be my partner. We have an incredible bond and it's getting better every day. I love my job. I love what I do. The people love and appreciate me. I make so much money. I make more money than I even thought would be possible or whatever you want to say about that. And life's getting better and better. And if you just keep saying that, even when it's not true, the universe is going to have to eventually it's going to look that way because that's just how Earth works. So persist with the story. Terry Jones has a lot of positive words here. There's a lot to be grateful for. And that's really true. The more that you can look at what is going right for you, even if it's one thing and you can just expand upon that thing and amplify the good feelings around it, then you can start becoming a match to the things that you want. But if you're looking at all the things that haven't worked out, that still aren't there yet, feeling like it's taking forever, it's never going to happen for you, that you're the only one who manifestation doesn't work for, you're the only one whose thoughts don't manifest, all that other stuff that I hear, it's doing what you say it's doing. And if you are not actively choosing your thoughts all day long, or at least putting yourself into a place physically, mentally or emotionally, whatever, where you're in a good space where those thoughts, where you just naturally think good thoughts anyways, like we talked about shit that brings me joy. The more often you do that, the higher chance you have of your reality come to you. And if you're not doing those things, then that's why it's not working, and it's okay. Like, again, things take time in this realm. And oh my gosh, sorry. There it is. Sorry. Sorry. Dina. I asked for information for you today in my meditation. This is for everybody, but I specifically asked for this for Dina. But all right, here's the deal, Dinas. You have been in high school for a very long time, and everybody else is graduating around you. Sorry, this is going to come, it's probably this, I don't mean this to sound accusatory. I'm just trying to explain the analogy that was given to me in my meditation, okay? You're seeing everybody around you graduate, and they're throwing their cap and gowns, and then the next year another group is graduating and you're still not. And it's frustrating you because all you want is that cap and gown, right? Dina, my love, my darling, you're still a sophomore is what they keep telling me. You're still a sophomore. You have been in school long enough to have graduated. You could be a senior and graduated right now. But again, with love, you've ditched too many classes and you've failed too many tests. Does that make sense? Like, think about school, right? Like, they want the unit, like, you can graduate. It is possible. There is a cap and gown with your name on it. That happily ever after, that and I know what we're talking about. But you're mad because you're not happy with the fact that you still have to take those sophomore classes because you think you should be a senior, but you're not a senior. And if you, like, either you're fucking off your sophomore classes because you think they're not relevant because you've been there too long, and then you're getting into the senior classes and you can't keep up because you're skipping all of junior year. We haven't even discussed that fact, right? Like, you have to master being a sophomore, and then you have to master being a junior, and then you can master being a senior and work on getting your cap and gown. And this is not about taking time. This is about going to your fucking classes, doing your lessons, and passing your tests, and getting a passing grade to move forward to the next year. But sorry, I just saw somebody sitting in the sophomore hall with a cap and gown on, sitting down, crying and like banging their fists on their knees and throwing a temper tantrum because they want to graduate so damn bad. And they know that cap and gown's theirs. They know that cap and gown's theirs. Nobody else is wearing your cap and gown. Nobody else is wearing the cap and gown. It's sitting there waiting for you. And you're trying to put it on, and you're trying to become the senior, but you're not doing the processes that are going to help you get there. And instead of doing the sophomore work, instead of going into the sophomore classes and doing the work, you sit outside of the sophomore classes in the hallway and throw tantrums and complain about the fact that you're still in that hallway. So, sorry. Okay. Anyways, I asked in meditation today. I was like, what's something I can give to Dina? And Dina says, I was a terrible test taker because of my anxiety and worrying about the time I had to take the test. It was awful. I mean, I see that a lot, right? Like in the action stuff, like when we talk about taking action and like stepping outside of your comfort zone and doing things that you don't want to do, like maybe texting people that you don't want to text, communicating with people who aren't communicating with you, but you're not communicating with them either because you're too worried about what's going to happen once you send the communication. All that stuff is why, you know? And I just want to say, if anybody wonders why I talk about Dina a lot, because we have a group chat, so I see a lot of Dina's stuff a lot. So, so sometimes it's fresh on my mind because I be seeing it, in our chat. So that's just what I saw. It was just that was like the analogy that I was given. I don't know how that can go for you, but I specifically asked. I mean, I know that will work for other people too, but if it's something that's taking a long time and you feel like you're doing the work, okay. My answer to everybody is always do something different, right? Like if what you've been doing isn't working, then do something different. So if you've been doing the work and it's not working, maybe you're not doing the right work, or you're not doing the actual work that's actually needed to get past these. It's like, oh, I just heard in my head, you're taking all the electives, but you're not taking any of the core classes. So you're like racking up all these elective points, but like you can't graduate with just electives, right? Like you have to have your math, your science, your English, whatever. You have to have like your core classes in order to graduate. And you're spending whole lot of time because the fucking superlative classes are a lot more fun. Electives are a lot more fun than the work sometimes is like not fun to do, or it feels like it's not fun, or it is hard. It can be emotionally trying or whatever, or, it's stuff that we don't want to face. We don't want to, whatever the fucking problem is. I just like, that's the visuals I'm saying. So I don't know if that helps you, Dina. I love you very much, but that's what it said to me today. Tim, I love it. Tim says, stop saying that, Dina. You mean you finally found faith in yourself and your manifesting skills have leveled up. I love that. Tim, that is great. That is so good. I finally found faith in myself and my manifesting skills have leveled up. That's awesome. That's a great affirmation. So, once again, the 360 Method official program is coming soon. It's coming next month. It'll be out. We'll have dates coming to you very soon. There is a sign up sheet at my website. If you click at roxytalks.com, the 360 Method tab, it'll send you to a sign up sheet where you can enter your email address, and we'll be sending out all the information regarding 360 Method, when that's coming, and the free limiting beliefs masterclass that we're going to be doing. All that's going to be sent out via email. So if you're interested in finding out more, roxytalks.com 360 Method. Yep, that's the tab. That's what I'm just talking about. Yay, Nora. And 360 Method is what I use to keep my world afloat and manifest what I'm manifesting in my life and what I teach my clients as well. Leanne put up the link for the 360 details here. I'm going to pin this to the chat. Oh, geez. Sorry, everybody. Pin this to the chat. Okay, so if you want to sign up for info about the 360 Method, it's pinned to the chat. Dina says, I'm definitely way too afraid to text him first. Not going to do it. And that's another thing. This is what I want to, I'm glad you brought it up here, because this is another thing. Like, listen to that story. What is beyond that? I'm too afraid to text him. Why? Because why? If I didn't know this is just a random person I didn't know any of this backstory about, I'm too afraid. Why wouldn't I be afraid to text someone? Because I'd be afraid they wouldn't text back. Because I'm afraid they're not interested. Because I have a story that people don't text me back, or that I'm not good enough, or they haven't texted me back in the past. So just that piece alone, Dina, again, with love, please hear me this right now. Just this sentence right here. I'm too afraid to text, not going to do it. I'm way too afraid to text first, not going to do it. That is a block to you and him. And if you have that energy, you could take every senior class and pass everyone with an A. But if you do not pass this, I'm too afraid to text him because ... class, he's not coming through. And I try to explain this to you over text, but it doesn't probably come through as well. But like that, you having this thing that like whenever I'm like, just text him. No, I can't. I would never. I can't. Too afraid. I can't do that. That is why you're not together. And at least it's one of them. That alone, if everything else was 100% perfect, that alone would be enough to keep him out. So it's not about don't be afraid to text him. It's about why are you afraid to text him? And then that tells you what your real story is. Your real story is manifesting. You're living as if that's your real truth. You're afraid of this being your real truth. And so you're not really truly stepping out of it just from the one fear of not texting. It holds so much that like block and surround your heart from being accessed by this person. So like, I know you don't want to text him, and I'm not telling you to text him. I'm telling you, you need to deal with why you don't want to text him. All the reasons why you can't, write them out and start knocking them out one by one, working on them, looking at them in a new way, realizing why they're ridiculous, realizing that they're just held in place by you and they've only been playing out because you hold them in place. Flip those beliefs. Because with love, it's hard to see it's not working when I know for a fact you're walking around with this belief all the time and you're not doing anything about it. And then you said, and I've just accepted it as well. At least he knows I care. So this is why I get frustrated, because this is I guess I'll just not going to be happy. Then don't be. But I don't want to fucking hear about it constantly about how you're not happy and it doesn't work for you, because this is what you're resigning yourself to. As much as you want to think the universe doesn't respond to your thoughts, girl, it does. And it's doing exactly what you fucking say. You know? So we love you. We're here for you. But like, it can't change until you start working on those fears and definitions, because they're clearly in the way. You know what I mean? Like, you have a huge fear of texting him and he don't text you. It's a direct reflection. Like it's an exact reflection, you know? Sorry, I saw a super chat. Okay, I'm gonna do this last super chat and then I'm gonna go because I'm a little spent emotionally. Linda, thank you so much for the super chat, says, how do we internalize the concept of everyone as you pushed out? So not to give too much meaning to the 3D. I'm going to be with my family a lot the next couple weeks. Okay. Okay. Family is interesting because family is like, okay, think about it like this. This is an analogy I just saw. I just saw like a flower trying to repot itself into a different plot of soil. Like you've been trying to replot yourself into a different plot of soil, or not like a different one, but you're like growing out of the plot. And then when you get with family, you get right back into the same plot of soil. It's like you go straight back into that hole you dug yourself out of. It like, it like fits you right back into that space that you've always been in. And everything around you just kind of like goes back to the same way it always has been. It can if you're not aware and on top of it, right? So when it comes with family, you want to be really deliberate about setting your intentions beforehand and throughout the day, throughout the days, at night before you go to bed, doing as much of your routine and your self-care that you can bring with you. It's not always easy to maintain that stuff, when you're on a trip or around people that don't share the same habits that you share. When you have a lot of people coming together from that just lead different lives. Can be a lot of different, personalities and objectives and what's the word I want to use? Desires or drives all in one place, So you want to internalize the concept of everyone as you pushed out go down the rabbit hole. I mean, like, watch a bunch of videos and practice quiet manifestation with other people. Practice deciding what they're gonna think, say, and how they're gonna behave without saying it out loud, and then have your little moment when they do it of being like, "I did that. I did that." And just start working on, like, practicing that everyone as you pushed out, as you are also, um, rec learning and internalizing the information. So, I would say that just keep looking at I have a few videos on the concept. Obviously, Neville has a lot. A lot of people have covered it on YouTube. There's a lot of information that you can, absorb to just feed yourself. Like, I would listen to it every single day from now until you get home from your trip or whatever you're gonna be with family, whatever it is. Whatever till whenever it's done, start listening to this type of stuff every single day. Listen to your affirmations about, your family respecting you and accepting you and being calm and peaceful or whatever it is that your family does. Do your affirmation to, say they do the opposite and, keep your self-care practices, as many as you can, intact while you're doing those things so that you don't, like, rock your boat too much. And then, my best advice is when you're a family is just pick your battles. Um, and you said not to give too much meaning to the 3D. Meditation and, like, internal happiness and just kind of, like, watching from afar. Yes, I'm okay. I'm okay over here and everything's fine. And I'm not worried about what they say because they're just talking about their own trauma and working out their own patterns and it has nothing to do with me and I know who I am. And you're just being aware of your own self and your boundaries and your story and keeping that in the forefront. Being gentle with yourself, being gentle with them. They're not perfect and they don't probably know as much about manifesting as you do. So cutting them a little slack, cutting yourself a little slack, getting space when you need it and not apologizing for it. Cause that's another thing is like, when we come back with family and it's that weird feeling of like, we feel like we're a kid again, even though we're not, you're not a kid again. And if you need to remove yourself from a situation, get your fucking ass out of there. If you need to tell somebody that I'm an adult and we cannot have this kind of relationship or, I'm not going to have this kind of conversation with you. You don't control my life. You don't pay my bills. Therefore you don't have a, a say in what I do. It's okay to say these things as an adult. Your family can't my business coach. Your family can't divorce you. They're not gonna go anywhere, really, right? So, it's okay to peacefully exert your boundaries, to be who you are and stand in who that person is, and to walk away from situations that maybe have triggered you in the past or that you have succumbed to when you were younger, but you don't have to do that anymore. I hope that helps. Oh gosh. So, um, Benazir, if you want the 30 days of alignment, it wasn't coming to you, email us at hello@roxytalks.com and they'll get it to you directly. Oh, Mesh, you got your mom reading The Power of Subconscious Mind. That's a good book. That's a good one. Okay. All right. Dina, no sad face. It's not something to be sad about. It's something to be excited about because we're turning a new leaf and we're looking at new horizons. We're not condemned to anything. Something amazing is there if you can turn your attention to it long enough to actually get there. Remember time and distance. Here's another thing. If you've been waiting on your manifestation a long time and you hear me talk about time and distance and you're like, yeah, but how long is it going to take? Please know that if that's your energy, that you are at day 0. You are not at day 200 of working on it. You are at day fucking 0 because you have yet to realize what you're doing with your thoughts all day long. And you're still manifesting the distance in your relationship or whatever it is we're talking about. You're always on day 0 of a manifestation, actually. Everybody here is on day 0 of a manifestation. If you are counting how many days, that's why it's not here. You are on day 0. Exciting, new, fresh. Yes. The world is abundant. The world's open to me. Everything is working out. I get everything I want. But if you're approaching it as, oh God, it's been so, I don't know how long I can do this anymore. I can't take this anymore. This is awful. I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to blah, 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 blah. That's where you're orienting yourself. That's what you're gonna get. Yes, Tim, you're right. I'm gonna go homework and I'm gonna get off. Homework is today. I want, I feel like a teacher. I want a 3-page essay on why today is day 0 of your manifestation and not day blank of your manifestation. But in reality, what I do want to expand on that for our homework and really think about this idea of, okay, here's your homework for the next week. For the next week, every single day, your job, your homework is to look at your manifestation through fresh eyes. To look at your manifestation as if it's the first time you have decided, ooh, I want that. When it feels good, when it feels new, when it hasn't been 297 fucking days of letdown, when it feels possible. Yes, Dina said day 0. Yes. So every day for the next week, I want us to all wake up and what's the word? Is it focus? No. Why do I want to say feature? Feature the day as day 0. Why is that coming up? I don't know. So, it's day 0 of our manifestation every day. And especially for the next week, that's going to be our homework. So what I want you to do is start with day 0 and you're waking up and it's like the first time you saw a Birkin bag or something, right? You're like, hold on. Hold on a second. Or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, and you're like, wait a second. I want a pony too. And you just get that like, oh my God, me with a pony? And you start thinking about all the things you would do with your little pony. And you're like, yeah, I'm going to put that on my manifestation list. That's what we're going to do. That's our homework for the week. Every single day for the next week is day 0. But obviously for the rest of your life, but we're going to ingrain it over the next week. Okay. Now, Mesh. Yes. Mesh gets it. Mesh looks at my crush through fresh eyes. Exactly, Mesh. Okay. Exactly. They walk by you for the first time. Dina, he's going to cross your mind for the first time. And you're, ooh, who's he? Who is he? Who is he? Okay, hold on. Because for a while there, I thought I was going to be single for the rest of my life. But now all of a sudden, life's looking a little open and there's some possibilities here for me. I like that. Just again, we're opening up this idea of everything's new, everything's awesome, everything's possible, everything's available. And it's exciting. And ooh, could I have that too? I think yeah, I'll have one of those, please. And just again, treating the manifestation, whatever it is that you're looking at, as if it's a brand new manifestation and you're just like, yes, I'm getting a pony. So, okay. And what I wanted to say about that is Leanne is going to be adding a lot more to the Mindset Monday and the homework, like on our forum, roxytalks.com/forum. Leanne's been in there adding more like Mindset Monday homework. So you can come in and check up what my throat chakra is so clear and aligned today. You can come in and check up on the homework if you forgot what it was. She'll have the links to previous episodes. I don't know exactly what she's doing. I'm saying things. She's doing it. She's taking control. But she's going to be adding the homework, putting more of Mindset Monday stuff in there, interacting with you and talking to you about your homework. So come and share if you are experiencing things, what's going on with your manifestations, how are you doing the homework, what's working for you, what's been a challenge. roxytalks.com/forum. That's where we can all go to communicate with each other and just work on staying on top of the stuff that we're working on together. And there'll be more stuff coming from Mindset Monday soon. And we'll just leave it at that. Oh, thanks, Leanne. So Leanne linked the homework post. It's easy. It's roxytalks.com/forum/homework. That's easy. So you can always find your homework there, the weekly homework, and kind of go there and discuss with everybody what's going on and what's working for you. Ooh, Tiffany says, opening my banking app for the first time and seeing 500K. Ooh, yes. Love it. Leanne goes, okay, this is crazy. Yesterday I was thinking about when I first met my SP. It actually made me cry because of how excited I was to see him at work every day. You're making me get emotional too, because I had the biggest crush on my husband. Oh my God, I had the hugest crush. I called dibs on him the first night I met him. I was like, mine. If any of you bitches touch him, we're gonna have a problem. Oh, I love it. Okay, I love it. I love this. I love this. I love this. We're all gonna do it together. Brendan's pumped. We're all pumped. Mesh. I don't have a Discord, but I've thought about maybe branching out into other platforms like a Reddit. People have asked if we have a Reddit thread. I don't have Reddit, but I use Reddit personally. And I don't have a Discord, but we've talked about maybe again like branching out into new platforms. So it's a possibility. But I'll be real honest, I don't really know much about. I don't know anything. I've never been on Discord. I don't know anything about it, and I don't know a ton about Reddit. I only joined because of Yellow Jackets a few months ago. Brandon says, do a husband reveal. That's so funny. He's on my Instagram page, on my personal page. He's just not really like a on-camera person. He doesn't really care to be on camera. I don't even think he's in here. Baby! No, he must be outside. Everyone's saying husband reveal. That's so funny. Oh my God. Just follow Roxy Lee Hart on Instagram. It's not even that far down because I never post. Oh, Brendan says Discord is like a big group chat server with different chats within it. Nora says, I also had the biggest crush on my husband too. And the cutest thing of them all is that he had the biggest crush on me since the beginning. Okay, Nora, I'm glad you said that because that's something I tell my clients a lot is, oh, he heard me. He's coming. Bebe. He felt it. They keep asking me to do a husband reveal. He said, like, do a husband reveal. Like, we waited for so long. No, you don't have to. He's like, he looks visibly uncomfortable. Oh yeah, anyways, I always tell my clients, with when they have crushes on people or they're working on their SP, I'm like, yeah, say that they've had a crush on you since the beginning. They have all, and I've had a crush on them. They had a crush on me the whole time too. I found out that they liked me the whole time too. He got booed. Just go on my Instagram. Okay. Nora, you're so sweet. I do love my husband. He's a great guy. He's a great person. Definitely makes my life better. Oh my God. Leanne says, I misinterpreted that as a husband review. Ha ha ha, 5 stars. 5 stars will come again. Wait, that didn't, hold on. Well, you know what I mean. What's the Insta? Roxy Lee Hart is my personal. ROXYLEEHEART. Tim, I love you. Tim says, super chat $50 each until we're at 2K. Yeah, what Tim said. No, I'm just kidding. But thank you, Tim. Thank you for the 2K, Tim. The universe has supplied it and plopped it in my bank account. Miguel says it's too fun to end it now. Let's give him time to fix his hair. I think he doesn't want to because he's been like out in the yard doing like yard stuff. So he's probably all sweaty. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta go. Tim's like, bitch, get off. Yeah, now we all have an extra 2K. All right. Tiffany says, you saw my Halloween pic. Thank you. He doesn't have all those tattoos. Like, he has some tattoos, but he doesn't. We were Travis and Courtney for Halloween, so he like covered himself in tattoos. And everybody thought they were like real, and they were like scared to talk to him all night. People were like, oh, I didn't want to talk to you because you looked really scary with all those tattoos. And they're like glistening and they're all like, I mean, he did a good job, but they're clearly fake tattoos. But tattooed people aren't scary. We just have tattoos. Where's my lipstick from? My lipstick is from, it's funny because it's a sample. I bought a little sample of 6 colors. It's called the Teddy. I think it's called the Teddy sampler. Teddy bear sampler. But they don't tell you what the freaking sample colors are. So you just have to fucking guess. So it's, that doesn't help at all, but it's by Dear Dahlia. It's my new makeup obsession, Dear Dahlia. And, come on. This is just there's like a sample pack of like 6 different, velvety lips. And this is just, I don't know the color because they don't fucking label the sample pack, which is why I don't understand why you would fucking do that. Because I bought the sample so I could know which one I liked the best. So anywho, okay. We have to go. Yes, it's time to go. Leanne, thank you. Leanne says, on that note, I do want to add, if you would like, share, and comment on Roxy's videos when you see them, that really does help the channel. Thank you, Leanne. Yeah, it helps with the algorithm. And we decided last week that we are the algorithm, and, it's cool. Okay. Faith. Yeah, Faith, I am wrapping up the chat a little bit. It's time to go. I can barely finish the sentence. That's why, Faith. And blah, 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 blah. So, yes, Tim, my camera's from Offsville. I love you all. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Do your homework. We're all raising. Dina, you're over there thinking about repeating high school. No, think about graduating and moving on from that motherfudger. But anything that works for you. And we love you, and we're all here for you. We're all here for each other. Thank you so much for everybody. Do your homework. Leanne. Oh, yeah, we're talking about self-concept. Leanne. Oh, gosh. I'm trying to keep up with the chat. Faith stepping into her new version of herself. Faith, I feel like I've been talking a lot about that lately on the podcast. So, I mean, I would suggest maybe binging a few of my like recent podcast episodes from like the last month or so. Definitely the one from last week, and then everything I have coming up from this next month is going to help. But I've been talking about kind of embodying and being your ideal self a lot lately on the podcast. That will help you. No tally. No tally. No tally says, Dina, you should just text him. Mesh. Mesh said someone sent me their homework so I can copy. No, you can't. It doesn't work like that. You got to do your own. Thank you, Shantae. Appreciate you. Leanne says, homework reiteration one more time. Look at your manifestation through fresh eyes every day for the next week. It's day 0. You're waking up and it's exciting, like you're seeing it for the first time. Dina. Ooh, how about Dina? How about this? Can you just say, I text him all the time. We always text, and it's easy for me to text. So how about this? Instead of you, I don't want you to text him. I'm not trying to tell you to text him. I don't want you to even, I'm not even trying to get you to manifest the courage to text him. I just want you to change the story around the texting to just that, like, We text freely. Of course I'll text him. When people joke about you texting, yeah, I'll text him. I'll text him right now. And then you're like, just change the story up. Pass the texting class story. How about that? Can you pass the class of the text story? Does that make sense? Can you pass the text class? Not even the text class. I don't want you to pass the text class. I just want you to pass the text story class. What we say about the texting. Of course I can. I'd love to. Sure. We always text each other. He texts back too. Doesn't matter if I text first because he always texts. Just something different. Yeah, I'm not even trying to push you out of your comfort zone to text him. Not even that. I just want you to start changing the text story because I see this as a big block for you because it's like, again, if you got everything out of the way, but then there's still this thing about I can't text him, then it's like it undoes all of that work essentially, or it makes the work nullified because it can't get past the block anyways. Yay, Dina. Okay, cool. So we're just going to work on the text story. That's it. That's all it is. Just work on the story. And like forever. I want this text story to be gone forever. Not just for the week, not just for your homework, not just for this manifestation. Like this, I want you to look at this as for the rest of my life. I will no longer hold myself back from communicating with somebody. I will no longer use my sentences to hold myself back, right? Again, I just want you to work on the language around it. That's really all I want you to do. So I have to go. SG says, I'm laughing at the fake texting. I cried with everyone talking about their husbands. 5 stars episode. 5 stars. We'll watch again. Okay. I love you all. Tim. Okay. Tim says, no, we need out of our comfort zone. Comfort zone is complacency and continuing cycles. I agree with you. And you're saying that's your south node. I agree, Tim. I do. But I also love my Dina very much. And I don't want to push her too far out of the comfort zone so that she swings back in the other direction. That's what I'm afraid of. I don't want her pendulum to swing so far that it has to come crashing back. You know what I mean? I want her to slow and steady swings so that she can make like the progress that she needs, because these big swings just bring her right back. And I'm sorry, I'm like talking about you like you're not even here, and I apologize, and I love you so much, and we're here for you. And this first step is going to help. So yeah. And she goes, no, physically, it feels like me forcing the 3D. I've tried that plenty of times. Yeah. So I just want, so we want to get out of the idea that like it's forcing 3D to text. Even that notion is blocking, right? Like to send a text is forcing the 3D reinforces the story about that you can't text. So this is why we want to work on the texting story. So just work on the texting story. Maybe like do a journaling page of like all the reasons why text you can't, and you can't reach out in the contact and everything. So you can be really clear about all the things that are circulating in there. Texting makes me feel nauseous. Put that on your sheet. Put it on there so that you know what you're saying about it. Because when you know what you're saying is what's manifesting, obviously. Okay. So that was probably really loud in the mic. I apologize. I love you all. We're working on this together. Oh, Tiffany included a link in the book. Okay. Okay. All right. Tim says no super chats. Casey, I love you. We're just wrapping up. I told myself I would go a half hour ago. Jim says Roxy's supposed to be gone already. I know. Okay. Okay, hold on. Casey, can you manage without the question, or do you need it? Oh my God, it just got fucking 10 degrees hotter in here. What just happened? Oh my God. My guides just literally turned up the heat. They were like, bitch, get out of your... Is it time to go outside? Yeah. Okay, I gotta go. Casey, are you cool? Are you okay? Can I leave you and know you're okay? Are you good to go? Your SV's birthday is tomorrow. Wish them happy birthday and celebrate on your own. Celebrate them. Okay? Are we good? It just got really hot. Okay. Okay. I haven't heard back from Casey, so I'm gonna. Okay, you're good. Okay, I love you, Casey. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna see you guys next week. A job interview. Okay, you're gonna do great. The job's already yours. They love you. You're exactly who they're looking for. Oh, you already had it today. It went well. They loved you. You're exactly who they're looking for. They're carving a space for you as we speak. And no matter what happens with that job or any other job, your ideal situation is unfolding as we speak right now. So, yay, you did so good. Whatever they say to you, celebrate it because it's leading you to your ideal reality. Okay. Corbin, you're so sweet. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys connecting. I appreciate you guys being there for each other. I really do. So Corbin, you affected a lot of people. That was very sweet of you. Thank you. If you guys want to connect, you can do so on the forum, roxytalks.com/forum, and connect with each other and find other people to manifest with. I need to go. I love you all. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And you're all amazing and you can do it. It is working out for you. If it's been a long time, who fucking cares? It's actually day 0. We're all here for you. It's not hard. It's easy. It's getting better every day.